Welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm talking about everything that's been going on with me and Lux Idol since we launched on October 4. So let's hop right into the video. I'm chatting about my business progress, everything that has happened since launch day, and what's going on with Lux Idol. So I'm just pretty much giving you a little bit of update on everything business related today. I will be doing my makeup to make a couple videos today, but I thought, why not do a business update while I do my makeup? Just so you know beforehand, if you see me looking to my right or looking down over here, it's the makeup stuff right here, and I'm looking in the mirror just to make sure I get that. No, I'm no makeup pro, so don't judge me on that. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop on into getting the makeup on. Let's take it back to launch day. I launched my business on October 4. If you guys have been following me for a while now, yes, Lux Idol launched on October 4, and pretty much the backstory, if you're new here, is I had launched my business back in June of 2021. However, it didn't really work out how I was planning it, so I ended up closing or just like shutting it down for a few months to really work on the things that I needed to fix so I could be a better businesswoman and just take my business to the next level. Did the research, did the work, and I relaunched October 4. Now the big day. I haven't given any update in a while. The big day. Let's see. For me, I was very nervous. I know I did so many things different in terms of like prepping the customers or my target audience for what I was bringing to them on October 4. But you know, you still don't know like who is going to purchase, who's going to support you, and like who's been like following you, like will they really make a purchase or whatever. So it's very nerve-wracking when that day comes, and as much as I wanted to be confident in what I was doing, I really just did not know what would happen. So of course, on the launch day, it was 10 a.m. in the morning, and I was sitting around. My little computer was up, my tablet was up, and I was like watching to see how many people were coming onto the website. And it was very shocking that like people literally hop on immediately as the clock struck 10. So that was very surprising to me. In 5 minutes I got my first order. I was so stoked. I was super happy, and I had definitely set goals for launch day, which I did not do before. When I previously launched, I didn't really have any goals set up in place. So I had set myself up to, you know, have these goals of like, all right, I want to get at least, I think I had the idea that I wanted to get at least 5 orders, and I wanted each order to be at around $100. So the target for the day was to make $500. Now, you might be saying that's not a lot or whatever, but for me, that's what I thought, that, you know, having that goal and working towards getting 5 orders, because 5 orders does not necessarily mean $100 a piece, but just to like even it out, if I got 5 orders that were $100, this is, you know, what I would need to meet the goal. Now, did I reach the goal on launch day? I actually don't remember. I don't think I hit. I think I was so close to the $500. I did get the order goals, but I did not get the $500 just because not every order added up to $100. So I had a few orders that were less than $100. So obviously I didn't really meet the $500 goal. No, I was not necessarily unhappy with that I didn't meet that goal, but I was, you know, I'm just being full transparent here. I was a little bit sad, but I think one great thing about like setting the goal is that like when you don't meet it, like you really push yourself so much harder. I totally forget that I should be doing my makeup, by the way. You totally just kind of push a little bit harder to like anywhere that you should get that last order from to meet the goal, like you work a little bit harder. And that's what I was kind of doing. Having a goal is really great, but there's also like a little bit of a downside, because when you don't meet the goal, you do feel somewhat disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. And you also like, well, for me personally, like I just get really like stressed out, or just totally too amped up about it, too hung up on it when I don't meet the goal. So, you know, like it's good to have the goal, but I feel like knowing that if you don't meet the goal, you should like let it go and just work on the goal for the next day. But for me, I get really, really stressed out. I hope you guys are seeing my face when I'm looking away though. But yeah, so pretty much that was what launch day was for me. I would say in comparison to when I had initially launched, it was way more successful. And yeah, I definitely had a great launch day, or a good launch day, that I could have done better, but I still think like I did good. I did pretty good. Don't watch the makeup, but I'm kind of like struggling literally with just like doing the makeup and talking to you, so I had to like stop and do the eyebrows. But trust me, don't watch my makeup, I'm no professional, just listen to what I'm saying. But back to everything business. So after launching, I tried to stay consistent with having all my content already like planned out. So all my captions, I was focusing heavily on Instagram too, but I had a TikTok, I have Instagram, and I have Pinterest, and I have this YouTube channel. Because I did a lot of video content, and I edited them in CapCut, and posted them on TikTok and on Instagram. I feel like TikTok, you have to be a little bit more interactive for it to work, and that is what I'm doing now. And I have seen growth and just like an overall change, because I've gotten orders from TikTok. Instagram, I had all my posts organized, so I knew exactly what my feed would look like. I had my captions ready to go, and I had a schedule that I was going to work with posting, and I definitely posted every day at least. I did try to post 3 times a day, just because when you're just starting out, it's very important to show up. So brand awareness, you want people to get to know your brand, see who you are, see how you are presenting yourself. So I was trying to post at least 3 times a day, and in one of those posts I would have a reel. I had my stories organized. I try to be like really like engaged with the people on my Instagram. But I felt like even though I was putting so much effort into Instagram, I was not necessarily seeing growth. Like I didn't see any following that was growing. My following grew mainly because of a giveaway that I did. And a lot of these people, trust me, just be careful when you guys are doing giveaway. A lot of these people come onto your page, they subscribe to your email list and stuff like that, just to be a part of the giveaway. And trust me, they'll try to fool you by liking all your posts, commenting on all of your posts, but when like it comes to the meat of the matter, where they're really just there for the giveaway. So honestly, like I kind of like sniffed that out and saw that people were just there to enter the giveaway to win something for free. Because most times if you check their profile, like their story is consistently like just filled with giveaway entries. So if there's any other business owners, or you guys are starting off and you're doing giveaways, it will bring people, but just keep your eyes open on watch their profile, watch if they engage with you solely to win the giveaway, or they're like truly invested in your brand and will be a part of your target audience, or your customer base. From like my experience, that's one tip I would give there. But yes, so that's what I did when it came to like content creation. I tried to stay on top of it, have everything scheduled, what needed to be scheduled, what I could post, I posted in real time, but everything was planned beforehand, so I knew what it would look like, and all my captions and stuff were already done and ready to go. But like I said, like definitely social media is consistently changing, so you want to stay on top of it. Like me personally, I feel like I don't really have the space to just like jump on certain things and do it right away. Like I have to do it beforehand or after the fact. But yeah, that's something that you could do. I do post on Pinterest, and this is, I feel like I haven't gotten sales, but definitely it can drive traffic, because that's one of the main things that you want to do when you're just starting out, which is what I'm saying this because this is what I learned. You know, you want to be able to drive traffic to your store, because eventually send people to your store is what is going to result in you possibly capturing their email address, by them subscribing to your list. They may not be ready to purchase, but they might subscribe to your list just to like watch what you send them and see if, oh, maybe, you know, they'll get to know your brand a little better. So definitely have your email marketing set up, so that way as soon as someone subscribes, you're able to have like a welcome series then, so you kind of like share with them like your brand story and who your brand is for, and then they might relate to that and see that, oh, this is a brand that definitely suits me or has stuff that, you know, I want. They may still not purchase, but they'll stick around to see more, and as you build trust with them, they'll eventually purchase. I try to stay, as I would say, consistent, and consistency can be different for everybody, because for me, I try to post 3 times a day, but maybe for you, you know, you could do 1, or you could do 5, or you could do 10. But you just want to be able to get your brand out there as much as possible. Like, you want people to see that you exist, and there's a lot of competition, so, you know, as much as you can show up. And when people say show up, it just means like there are different ways that you could show up too. You don't want to just always make it about the product, or, oh, I have this, I'm selling this, or I'm selling that. You also want to make sure like you do some little encouraging posts, or you do some stuff that are maybe funny, so people can relate to it, or you do stuff that are educational, that is teaching people something that they might not have known. So for example, my brand, I was definitely focusing on capsule wardrobe pieces, just pieces that are wardrobe essentials that you can wear multiple ways. So some content that I would create would definitely just like defining simple things like, what is a capsule wardrobe, how to create a capsule wardrobe, you know, stuff like that. Or it's simple, like I'm giving information, but I'm also I'm also really like talking about like what I learned too, just like from launching and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty much, and I know I feel like I'm going on and on and on. Pretty much that's it. And then you want to understand that you want to gain new customers, which is very important, and you also want to retain the customers you have. And I've figured out that a part of retaining the customers that I have requires you bringing them new inventory, new stuff. And so I did drop new arrivals, so I got some new stuff, and I did drop new arrivals. I'm not trying to do it as frequently because I'm not selling as fast. I haven't picked up a pace where I'm selling, you know, out really quickly, which I'm working towards. But I definitely try to add new stuff just so the customers that are there already don't get bored and leave. If you get the gist of what I'm saying. Now, I'm not telling anybody to go and buy new arrivals and they haven't sold not even one single piece of inventory yet, you know. But that was just something that I felt was necessary for me to do. So yeah, I ended up promoting my personal TikTok. So I promoted a few videos just so I could get some more followers, which is not necessarily people who would be ideal for my business, but I wanted the opportunity to go live, so I was willing to spend the money on promoting videos that were related to the business. And then I ended up getting a few more followers because that TikTok was at like a 900 followers, and it was, you know, easier to reach to 1,000. So now I go live a lot on TikTok. I tried to go live every single night when I got home from work, and I got a big break on Black Friday where, you know, I had some people join and they shared my live, and their friends came over and they all shopped for me. So overall, I think that I need to dedicate more time because I feel like I'm slowly slacking, where I'm not fully preparing my content anymore. I'm doing it last minute, and I don't like that. I don't want to be back in the space where I was just like winging it. So that's something that I need to work on right now. And even like today, like after I get off this and I finish like making my other videos, I'm planning to just like write out a plan for next year of just like the space of where I plan to get new arrivals or drop new collections, and like what holidays are coming up around those areas, and, you know, pretty much just have like an overview. That way I'm not like doing anything last minute, because even this drop that I'm about to do, I feel like it is somewhat last minute and it is a little bit rushing, and I don't like that. Like, I want to be fully prepared and know exactly what I'm doing and exactly when I'm doing it, just so that nothing is super last minute. I was looking at like my numbers today to see, you know, what I've been doing for the past 2 months, and pretty much I've gotten a total of 27 orders. Now that is very huge comparing to when I had just launched. In 2 months I did not have 27 orders, and that's something that I want to keep working on, you know. I feel like the hardest part for me though is I don't want to focus on what I'm lacking, and I keep saying that, but I do have a struggle with having time, and that's because I do have my regular work that I go to, and it's 11 hours a day. So I'm there all day into the night. So, you know, when I come in, I am tired, but I try to still work on my business. And even if I wake up early, it's like, how much of that time, like how much can I get done in 2 hours of getting up 5 a.m, which I used to do, but all of a sudden I've stopped, and I need to get back to it, because that was what I did in the early mornings. When I woke up early, I would work on my content, like I would make sure I have captions ready, everything ready for the day, and for like the rest of the week and stuff like that were in order. Anyways, long and short of it, that's pretty much what I can recall right now for everything that I've done so far. I made sure that I'm watching my budget. I can account for every single money that I've spent, you know. So that's something that I realized that I'm doing pretty good. Today I went over everything. I have spent more than I've earned, but I know that, you know, with time, with dedication, I can possibly like work my way to becoming like better at managing the money and, you know, becoming a profitable business. Next on my agenda, something that I did do, which I should probably not have done, was I messed around with ads again, and it did take a huge chunk of money from me, and I didn't get much results because I never got any sales from the ads. I never got any sales from ads that I run, just because I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes on to ads. But it's like everyone does ads, like even the biggest businesses, if you watch, like sometimes when you go on certain websites, you go on your Instagram, you go on your Facebook, whatever, you see their ads, you see Coach, you see a couple different ads from different big brands comments. You see Saks, you see them all. So you know, ads are inevitable, but I feel like I'm not gonna touch ads again until I have more money and until I have the knowledge on how to actually do ads properly. I have definitely just gotten like questions in my first video about like how I started my small business. I'm trying to create more videos to answer those questions as soon as I can. So if you ask any question, just look out for that video. Is coming. I'm going to work on a video, as I was saying, like, you know, managing my money and stuff. I'm going to do an in-depth video on how much it actually cost me when I started my boutique and how much I've spent so far. So I have my little budget book that I'll show you guys exactly what I spent the money on and how it's going with my money management skills. So look out for that video. But for anyone out there, like if you've just started your online business, or if you feel like you don't know what you're doing, definitely invest in learning or getting resources to just help make you better at it. And trust me, like it does get better. It is not for the weak. It's not easy. Like for me, like you see me here talking about this, like I don't really have great days all the time. I don't make sales every day. I don't make consistent orders yet. But for sure, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna try and keep going because I enjoy this, you know. So keep going, guys, and just learn. Like go learn what you don't know. That's like my advice for today. If you don't know it, research it, ask somebody, you know, until you kind of learn. Because if you don't know, you just don't know, and if you don't know, you're never gonna do it correctly or get it right. But thank y'all so much for watching. That's my little look for today. How do y'all think I look? Because I don't know, I can't really see myself that well, but I'm trying to have like just a natural look. I want it to be a little bit more, I would say, not too makeupy. But how is this? I hope it looks decent. But thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. And make sure you like this video and comment any other questions you have, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And have yourself an amazing day. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching.